in HM Dubai. He's a very, very well-known person in the world. He's the best person in India. If we talk about Ayurveda, any kind of seminars in and around the world, he will be there for a presentation. So I hope we all are so lucky to get a Dr. Anwar here. And also Miss Shikha, she is one of the well-known Ayurveda and meditation person in India. And also she was with us in different part of the world for presenting or educating about yoga and meditation. So I'm so glad to introduce both of them here. And today we are planning to go ahead with the session for around 1 hour. So there are certain limitations. So we will educate you about Ayurveda, meditation and yoga, how we are going to present the three of this coming coming weeks. So you can keep all of your question answer. The end of the session, you can ask us. We love to hear from you any kind of doubts, and we wish to clarify or clear the doubts. So I'm humbly requesting Ms. Shikha to start the session with meditation and yoga. Thank you so much. And I'll be here for your the last session question answer. Thank you once again. Ms. Shikha.
Hello, everybody. Hi, this is Shikha. And greetings to all. I hope everybody's safe over there. I understand the pandemic is quite a thing, and it has affected everybody's mind and stress levels. From my understanding, what I have understood, and up until now, the way I have been living is the way I have saved myself from the pandemic is the correct method of breathing. Most of us breathe through our mouth, which becomes extremely easy for our body to accept the virus directly into our system. At the same time, we do not inhale in enough oxygen for our body to be able to fight back or build the immune system. So the correct way of breathing through meditation and pranayama is through the nose, which I would like to show y'all is just a little bit where one is we clear the passageways of the nostrils, so it becomes easier for us to be able to inhale oxygen and also release a few blockages if there are any. That works on calming our mind, which in turn works on releasing the stress, and it calms our heart down as well. So if you'd like, you can join me in doing it. It's very simple. We just need our fingers, and you have to just hold the right nostril with the thumb and the index finger on the forehead, on the third eye, on the temple, and you will exhale out through your left nostril, and then inhale from the same nostril and close. Hold for a second and open the same nostril and exhale out. So we do that 5 times on the same nostril and the 5 times on the other nostril. We can try doing that if you all want to try. Do you want to try? You just inhale and then exhale from the same nostril 5 times, and then you close this nostril and then inhale from the other nostril and exhale from the same nostril. This helps you get aware of which nostril is working, because at all times both our nostrils never work together. It's only one nostril that works. So that is how it helps us. And the other part of the breath work is where you exhale from the left nostril, then you inhale from the left nostril, and then you close the left nostril and exhale from the right nostril, and then you inhale from the right nostril. This helps open both the passageways, so you can get both your nostrils activated, which in turn activates both the meridian systems of your body. And it creates a balance in the body, which also works on your hormonal balance. When you're constantly breathing through your nose, it also promotes more oxygen in the body and helps the lung with the respiratory system. So this was about the pranayama breath in the yoga. About the meditation, this is where we center ourselves and bring our energy. We center ourselves and bring our energy in the heart. It's almost like praying, where in the morning, when we in India, in the morning, every morning we pray to the God. So it's almost like praying, where you close your eyes and you focus on your breath. We all can do it together, and I can facilitate you. So everybody sit in a comfortable position, and we can all close our eyes and focus on the breath. Focus on the nostrils, as to which nostril, become aware of which nostril is working and which is not. As you breathe in, inhale deep into your belly like a child would, which promotes more oxygen, which takes in more oxygen in your body. And as you exhale, exhale slowly. Become aware of the tip of your nose, the sensation on your nose. And continue slow inhalations and equally slow exhalations. As we inhale, our belly comes out, and as we exhale, the belly dips in. And move your focus on your third eye. And continue your inhalations. As you inhale, inhale in all the positivity. And as you exhale, exhale out all the stress, anxiety, and anything that is worrying you. Inhale in the clarity that you only have control of your actions and of what you do. And exhale out all the worries. And as you inhale, surrender to Mother Nature, knowing that she always has your back. And feel connected with her. As we exhale, feel the roots from your feet going into the ground, going deep into Mother Earth. spreading in Mother Earth and completely grounding you, forming a connection with Mother Earth. Now let's bring our focus back to the third eye. As we inhale in all the positivity, nurture, care that the mother would always give to her child. And exhale out all the worries, stress, anxiety, anger, jealousy. And we bring the focus to the tip of the nose. Feel the cool sensation there. And again, focus on your nostrils. And become aware of your nostrils. As we come into our bodies, become aware of the body. Become aware of the surrounding, of the noises around. Your body a little bit. And when you're ready, you may open your eyes. So how does that feel? Does that calm you down? So that was just a snippet into the meditation, and that's what the meditation does to you. It calms your mind down. Right now, with the entire world being in a lockdown, with the economy being so low, everybody is in distress and everybody is depressed and everybody you know so this is something that helps them. Thank you, Mr. Rajiv. So that is something that helps them calm down and manage their depression in a more healthier, more productive manner. Uh, and a little bit into yoga. What does yoga do? Yoga doesn't only help you with the blood circulation and moving your body a little bit, so makes you feel a little more energized, like you've done some exercise. Yoga has a vital role to play. It helps you unblock the meridians of your body. And so we all have energetic blocks in our body, which are created by our thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And which is why when we do yoga or practices like Tai Chi, yoga, meditation, um, any other energetic healing, it helps us release those energetic blocks, which are captured as muscle memory or in our or cellular memory. So it helps us release that, and hence helps our body become more balanced within. By balance, I mean it helps you with your hormonal balance. It helps you with increasing your immunity, which helps in turn helps you fight the pandemic. And it also helps you by remaining calm and more optimistic. Fear is the biggest factor where you can where you can actually catch on to the virus without even stepping out of the house. So this is what yoga does and meditation does. So I'm going to teach you a little bit of basic yoga, um, which will help you release the toxins from your lymphatic system. So it starts with we'll start with the neck yoga. So it is very simple, where you just exhale when you look down and inhale when you look up. We do this 3 times. And then we look from side to side. So when you exhale, when you turn to the side, inhale when you look in the center, and exhale when you turn to the side. Again, the breath is extremely slow, so the movements are also very slow, which helps release the lymphatic system, lymphatic nodes around this region. Then we go side, exhale on the side, inhale in the center, and exhale again on the side. This will help release the lymphatic system around here. The lymphatic system is responsible when you start releasing the toxins from the lymphatic system. There are lesser antibodies in your body. There are lesser viruses in your body. And then we just exhale when down, inhale when up. Just turn to the side. Breathe in the collarbone. Another thing is with our fingers. Inhale when open, exhale when closed. This again opens up. These have all the pressure points around here, which open our lymphatic systems and help drain the toxins out of the lymphatic systems. The other one is you close your thumb and then you rotate clockwise and anti-clockwise with your hands extended straight. This will pull the nerve in this area and open up the lymphatic system. So these are a few exercises that I'm demonstrating right now because it's easier to show you on this. But there are a lot more which opens up the lymphatic system, opens up the joints, and helps the muscles and the blood absorb the oxygen that we have taken in while breathing in the meditation and the pranayama. And that's how it prepares your body to fight the pandemic. That's all I had to say for today. I hope I was clear, and I hope everybody did understand. If there is anything you all would like me to answer, say, demonstrate, I'm right here.
Thank you, Ms. Shika. Like dear all, like she was showing like a very simple yoga, but in our package daily there will be different kind of yoga, and every day it is going to be 1.5 hours. This is only for educating you about yoga, meditation, what we are going to do. Okay. So let's invite Dr. Anwar, and he is going to give more education about Ayurveda. And during question and answer session, we will again we have an opportunity to ask much doubt about yoga, meditation, or Ayurveda. All right. Thank you.
Namaste and good evening from Cochin, Kerala. Thank you, Madhu. Samadosha samagnischa samadhadu malakriya prasannatmendriya mana swastha ityabhidiyate. This is a definition of health described in Ayurveda before 5,000 years. It's in Sanskrit. Ayurveda needs no introduction. We all know about Ayurveda, but to some people, even to some people, they believe that Ayurveda is like some massage or some therapies. The word meaning, Ayu means life and Veda means knowledge. It's a knowledge of life or a science of life. The slogan which I recited now is a definition. I'll give a translation. I'll give a translation of the Sanskrit verses. Samadosha samagnischa. That is the equilibrium of your doshas. Doshas means vata, pitta, kapha. These are three humors, which is tend to vitiate. We have to be these three doshas in balance. I'll explain each one. Vata means your brain and associate nerve system or the movements. I speak with the help of Vata and you hear with the help of Vata. Pitta means your enzymes and hormones and all the transformations in the body. And Kapha is the nutritional stability or the potential energy. So these are Vata, Pitta and Kapha. We need to have a balance of three dosha, Vata, Pitta and Kapha. And Samadosha, Samagnischa. Agni means your metabolism, not your digestion, not the simple digestion. Digest, what you eat has to be properly digested, properly assimilated, properly absorbed, then properly assimilated, and waste material has to be eliminated. This is called your metabolism. This is initiated with your Agni, that means your enzymes and hormones. Samadhadu, equilibrium of your 7 tissue levels in your body: blood, flesh, fat, bone marrow, and reproductive cells. Malakriya, that means your excretions, your feces, urine, sweat. All the malakriyas has to be eliminated properly. Prasanna Atma Indriya Mana, that means pleasant state of your spirit, senses, and mind. Swasthaitya vidiyate. A person, if he's having all these, then he's known as a healthy person. So here Shikha talked about spirit and mind and body. I'll explain a small description about Ayurveda, which gives the definition of mind and spirit. We all say meditation and prayer. Prayer is we are praying to the God Almighty. Those who are believers, we praying to God. Meditations means you talking to you and you are praying, you are finding yourself. This is prayer and meditation. And the mind, what is the difference between mind and spirit? Mind means which is having the capacity to do things or like thoughts or activity, to initiate activity, but has no life. Spirit means has life, no capacity to act on its own. So when a capacity of spirit, which is having the life, and a capacity of mind, which is having the activity power, combines together, the life of living things starts. I explain with an example. You have electricity and you have one refrigerator or air conditioner. When the electricity you can compare to your spirit, it has the power, but it has no capacity to act on its own. If it's connected to a refrigerator or an air conditioner, it produces cold. If this is connected to a heater, it produces heat. So similarly, an effective combination of mind and spirit is the real fruitful life. And pleasant state of spirit, mind and senses. This is a definition of Ayurveda given before 5,000 years. And in this pandemic, we all know, and we are very much concerned about pandemics, but in the earth, there are 8.7 million species of living things, 6 million in the land and 2.7 in the ocean. We never heard of a pandemic which is affecting any other species because they are all living in harmony with nature. We also live in nature, but when I ask you to think about nature, you think about animals, plants, rivers, birds, but we never think about ourselves. We are also part of nature. We drink food, water from nature, we eat food from nature, and we inhale from nature, we live in nature. So it's a learning to live in harmony with nature. Every day, we are inhaling 3 trillions of different types of atoms into our lungs, and we exhale. In that inhalation, many airborne diseases causing agents are coming to our lungs. But we are not getting infected because we have a very effective and very complex immune system is working in our body. For any pandemic, there are 3 factors. One is environment where we live in. Second one is agent which is causing illness or diseases. Third is the host, that is us. So we cannot have immunity to all the disease, but we can improve our immunity through different methods. If I'm inhaling every day, I'm inhaling too many bacteria which can cause diseases like tuberculosis, pneumonia, airborne diseases like chickenpox. But I'm not getting infected because my body has an immunity. So now we all know that there is a new term, the new practice called new normal, that living with corona or living with the pandemic. That means the habits and the health advices to fight the disease and improve your immunity. This is about the pandemic. And similarly, according to Ayurveda, immunity has explained in 3 ways. Sahaja, Kalaja, and Yuktikrita. Sahaja means your inherited or your innate immunity. This is very much essential. That means that is inherited. The immunity of a mother is also very much essential to have a good immunity for the child. She's delivering. This is Sahaja immunity. So we have practices on food and medicines for the mother to improve her immunity, to have good immunity for the child. Then Kalaja means you are acquiring through your ages and acquiring through some periods. For children, they are susceptible to many infections. When they are growing, they get an acquired immunity. They get an immunity to age through their age. This is Kalaja. And third one is Yuktikrita, or the immunity which you acquire through food, medicines, or even vaccination. Vaccination is not explained in Ayurveda in that time, but now this is a practice. In modern system, they define innate and acquired, 2 types of immunity. Similarly, we all know that Ayurveda is about science of life. But in Ayurveda, in Ayurvedic science, it explains the evolution, it explained the beginning of the universe. There are three theories are explained. Theory of beginning, Arambhavada. Theory of evolution, Parinamavada. And theory of recycling, Vivartavada. This is explained in our Vedic text. And even the modern physics is all accepted these three theories. And then it explains 25 principles to get the life. In modern physics, they explain only 11 principles. So our ancient traditional knowledge is a very good and great treasure even today, and it's very valued today. When life starts, Ayurveda says you have to live in harmony with nature. And again, it explains two divisions, Swastha Vrta or preventive and promotive healthcare, and second part is Roga Vrta. And if you become ill, the second advises, the second part gives information if you become ill. Again, in Swastha Vrta, if you are blessed with a good health, then it's your responsibility to keep the health and improve the health. Our body, according to Ayurveda, our body is also a wonderful walking machine. We are very particular about sending your car or a machine for a periodical service to clean the air, to change the oil, and for a better performance. But a wonderful walking machine like our body, we never bothered about a periodical service, which explains in Ayurveda, you also need to cleanse your system through different techniques. The cleansing part, even through inhalation, the pranayam is a part of cleansing. And different therapies are there. You know, you are all familiar with the term called Panchakarma. It's a 5 cleansing process. We will not do all the 5 cleansing process in a single person. We can select or advise 1 or 2 or maximum 3 Panchakarma at a time in a single person. So there are some cleansing process which we can do at home that we train through this platform. In this platform, we include different routines. In the first part, the preventive and promotive healthcare, it advises daily regimes. What are the things you have to do in the early morning, from the morning till your sleeping time? How you have to do in the early morning, how you have to do exercise, how you have to eat the food, how you have to adapt with the situation. This is called the Dinacharya, daily routines. Then the second one is called seasonal routine. In the modern meteorology, we have winter, summer, autumn, spring. 4 seasons are there. But according to Ayurveda, Shishiro, Atha, Vasanta, Grishma, Varsha, Sharat, Hemanta. 6 seasons are explained in Ayurveda. So when from one season to another season, when we are entering, our immunity will be compromised. So in that case, there are advices on food, lifestyles to adapt with the change of the climate. That also helps to improve your immunity. So in that case, we give a class on the daily routine, seasonal routine, food habits, and also very importantly, it says about moral codes and values. As I explained earlier, we live in nature, so we have a responsibility towards the nature. If you go to a forest or a jungle, how many species are living there? But no smell, pure air, fresh air, clean atmosphere, pure water. But in a city where all the humans are living together, if the drainage is not working, or the scavenger or the people who are cleaning the system is not coming for 1 week, what is the situation? And I would say human beings are the most ugliest living things. If you are not bathing for a week, if you are not brushing our teeth for a week, if you are not grooming ourselves for a week, what is our position? Animals, plants, birds, they all have a responsibility and give and take from the nature. We are keeping away from nature. This is a training which we are giving in this session. And when we become ill, we have different therapies and techniques, starting from the diet. we include 5 practices: diet modifications, lifestyle modification, some external therapies which we can do at home during this virtual platform, and also about the information of the therapies whenever you have possibility to do as a proper protocol: diet modification, lifestyle modification, external therapies, internal dietary, internal medicines or food as medicines, and therapeutic exercise where comes yoga and other exercises. Ayurveda and yoga as a 2 parts of a coin. So in this session, we will have every day we will have a question answer session for these 7 days. We are not saying that 7 days is sufficient enough to get all the training. It's an initial intensive training to know more about other programs. Those who are interested for intermediate course and advanced course, we can plan for that. Once we get an idea about your lifestyle, so when I am talking about lifestyle, I would like to mention one important thing also. You know, there is a study from WHO, World Health Organization. They started from the study from 2000 to 2016, and it is published in 2018 June. In that study, it says in developing and developed countries, 71% of people are the cause of death of 71% of people are lifestyle diseases or the diseases which we acquire through our lifestyle. 38% in developing underdeveloped countries are infectious and malnutrition diseases. Of course, after the invention of antibiotics and vaccines, many of us got immunity towards infectious disease, but still lifestyle diseases are a major threat. Out of this 71%, 54% of death is contributed by 10 diseases. Number 1 is still heart attack or ischemic heart disease or myocardial infarction. Number 2 is stroke. Number 3, respiratory allergic diseases and chronic obstructive pulmonary diseases. Number 4, again, cancer. And to our surprise, number 5th position, mind-related issues and stress, anxiety, depression, dementia, and Alzheimer's. In 2000, the mind-related issues was in 14th position. Now it came to 5th position. So now in that statistics, we can understand the role of mind and brain-related issues, which become a 5th cause of death in developed countries. So we need to adapt to live in the changing world. This is the training which we are giving in the 1-week course. Again, we teach, and the first session is introduction of about Ayurveda, then some beauty therapies of Ayurveda, some Ayurvedic cooking, some diet habits, some personal therapies. If you have some headache, if you want to do some Murtha Daila, which we call some application in the hair. So if you want to do a mild bandage, how you can do bandage, how you can do paste applications, how you can do steam fermentations, and what are the home remedies you can use, and what are the home remedies you can use for in this infectious condition. For example, I will give you an example during this season. For the pandemic situation, you can make a decoction at home. All our home spices, dried coriander. It's fried. No, it's a fried coriander. Then cinnamon, pepper, black raisin, and ginger. You can make a decoction out of this, and if available, you can add mint or holy basil or Indian mint, or 3 types of leaves you can add. And then you can add jaggery, or you can add honey. Please note that when you add honey, please don't boil honey. Once you prepare the decoction, you can keep the decoction out of fire, and then you can add honey and you can drink it. So similarly, we all say it's a golden milk, or milk with the turmeric. Again, there is a method to prepare the golden milk. according to Ayurveda, you can prepare golden milk 1.5 teaspoonful turmeric powder or curcumin or turmeric powder, 1 glass milk and 4 glasses of water, and you need to boil down to 1 glass. Then only the biocurcumin will be dissolved, available up in absorbable form. You can drink, and it's good for the kids also. Those who are allergic to, even allergic to milk, if you do like this, and if those who are allergic to milk, goat milk is good. Goat milk with turmeric. So similar advices we give in these classes. And this is a basic concept of Ayurveda. Again, Ayurveda teaches about the importance of mind and body. I'll give an example. It gives information not to control your physical urges. What are the physical urges? Your feeling of flatness or gas or belching. Like if you want to pass stool, motion, you must pass motion, don't hold it. If you want to pass urine, you must pass urine. If you want to vomit it, don't hold it forcefully. If you want to drink water, Vata, Wind, Mutra, Chava, Chud, Siddham, Jimpha, Swasa, Srama, Swasa, Nidra, Asru, Chardi, Redasa. 14 physical urges you cannot control. But there is a practice in many ladies. I don't know where in any part, but I see some ladies when they go to temples, they take some tablets to change their menstruation. This is also not advisable. As Redasam, don't control your even menstruation. Asuru, if you want to cry, you must cry. Drink water, you must drink water. So you must forcefully don't control your physical urges. Whereas you must control your 10 mental urges. Himsaste manyatha kamam paishunyam parushamade sambhinyalapam vyapadam avidya drikvipajayam kaya vang manasesteji. These 10 mental urges you must avoid for a healthy, better immune and active life. Kill someone or longing for some others asset, or greed for assets, and bad words about someone, angry about someone, keeping stress. So this are like 10 mental urges. And even Ayurveda says how to talk. It says, Himsas kale hidam idam bruyat avisamvadi pesalam purvabhibhashi sumukha susila karuna mrudu. Talk in a proper time. If you are not supposed to talk, please don't talk. Hidam, you talk which is good for us, others. If you feel that my talk will hurt someone, please don't talk that topic. Midam, talk in a limit. Don't argue for argument, just for the sake of argument. Let your words carry love, warmth, and affection. So these are the advices and teachings of Ayurveda which we are going to train you. So I hope I have given a brief description about Ayurveda and the methods which we are going to teach you. Thank you very much. And I think I have taken five more minutes. And now there's a session open for question and answers. Those who want to ask, either you can over to Madhu.
I hope you enjoying this session. Now we are going to start question answer session. So what you have to do, like in chat, you just put your name. So we unmute that person, so he or she can ask the question. We will answer. So whomever have some doubts, or if you have any questions, just in the chat you put your name. So we unmute that person, so they can ask the question. Binjush.
Unmuting. Pallab
Unmuting.
Bhattacharya can speak now.
Yes. Pallab sir, you can ask that out.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'm just asking Madhu that we should actually, if possible, to brief our guests that how this overall session will be conducted in different phases, like how we are going to divide these 7 days and 1.5 hours every day. What will be the session for every day, and how we are going to divide it. So I think everybody would like to know this particular thing.
Yeah, it is 7 days. In our brochure, we have described each day what is the program. Okay, so doctor will describe you every day how we are going to conduct. Okay, so doctor, can you just give an answer?
Yes. So the day one, we will send out the flyers and details to you by mail or WhatsApp or in the contact. Anyway, I'm going to read out just a brief introduction. The day one, introduction to the brilliance of Ayurveda and from Ayurveda side, and awareness of self through arts of medication with Shikha, and awareness of body through yoga. Day two, knowing your body type through Ayurveda. That's taken by me. All Ayurveda sessions are taken by me. And communion with your body through meditation, and revitalize your body through yoga. Day three, nutrition through Ayurveda, and from yoga side, release through meditation, and relax and release through yoga. Day four, weight release tips through Ayurveda, and weight release meditation and yoga and relax practices. Day five, immunity building tips through Ayurveda, and immunity building meditation and immunity building yoga. Day six, beautiful skin through Ayurveda, and relax and release meditation to revitalize through yoga. Day seven, living life through Ayurveda, and art of meditation and revitalize through yoga, and talk how to stay motivated. These are the brief program which we planned, and of course we can include 15 to 20 minutes question answer session every 15 minutes of question answer sessions every day. And we also are open to give an online detailed discussion, detailed explanation, those who want to get an explanation after the class. Yeah.
Thanks. And another thing is that will there be any personal advice to any specific person having some problems or want to know a certain medication or certain therapies? I mean, will there be any customization for?
Yes. We also have a plan to have personalized sessions according to their time. Those who want a personal consultation, we can dedicate a personal consultation. I'm not very sure about this package include the personal consultation, but of course we can give an offline explanation if someone is sending a mail after attending the class regarding the personal this thing. We are happy to provide that. If they want an online personal consultation and discussion, we can provide half an hour to the particular person, where that Madhu can talk about whether this package includes. But we are able to do that.
Sir, it is possible, like, you know, this is what we are planning, because they can, if they wanted to talk to the doctor or yoga master, it is possible personally after the course, or they can call some other time. We will give the contact number and details. We can talk to them and they can clarify the things. Yeah. It is possible. And not only, like, we are making a good relation. Most of you are working with us. In future, once you can travel, of course, rest of the things, if there's a serious disease or something, they can, later on, you can come to our place and we can go for the serious treatment even. See, we are trying to support you. We are trying to help you. It's moreover, it's not a business at all. It is a beautiful support from our heart. You know, we all are humans. Business is secondary. You get my point? Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate.
Yeah. Any other doubts? Anyone? They can just put your name in on chat, and of course we'll unmute. This is not only for preventing corona, it is good for our life. You know, like even a doctor is going to educate you what kind of juice, what kind of food you have to take, and how it is going to support our body. It is forever, not for corona period, you know. And even the yoga, like there are yogas for even the kids and for senior people also, I mean adults also. Miss Shikha, can you just explain whether the yoga can be conducted together for the kids and adults, or it is going to be separate? Shikha, can you answer, please?
Hi, thank you, Madhu. Yes, yoga can be conducted for kids and adults together because we are going to be only providing them with traditional yoga asanas and sun salutations, which the kids are also able to do it.
I have one question. I have one question to answer. You just please unmute, doctor.
Doctor, I can't hear you.
I'm getting a question from Varuna Yoga. What is the Kale Hidam Vidam Bruya? Kale Midam Bruya Avisambhadi Pesalam Urva Bhibashi Sumukha Sushila Karuna Mridu. Let your words carry love, warmth, and affection. Let your words carry love, warmth, and affection. Warmth. Thank you. And you have
One more question.
yes.
Tali Alush asking, do you have dates yet for this program?
Number dates is here. Madhu, you have finalized.
We are starting from next Saturday onwards. So every Saturday the session starts. So one course, one Saturday to next Friday. So the new one will start from the next Friday. I mean like Saturday. So every Saturday the program will be there. Hello.
Thank you.
Yeah, July 4th is the first session. July 4th. And also, if somebody need, you know, like have a chat with Miss Shikha or doctor, it is possible. So, for an example, somebody was telling me, like, you know, they are planning to make a separate team, a group, and they wanted to do according to their time. Fine, we can try our best to do that even. Because I told you, it's not a business. It's a beautiful support.
Do you have something that we can use to send this out to potential people that would be interested? If you put together a flyer, a one-pager, some sort of brochure, basic, just so that we can use it for our own promotion?
Of course. We can send it to you.
Okay, thank you.
See, you can go through even our Instagram and Facebook, Spiceland virtual retreat. So we are given certain information there, but we love to hear your voice anytime. You can call us or you send us a mail. We are ready to give an answer.
Okay, great, thanks.
Yeah. Any other questions? Anything related to even the meditation? I was telling Ms. Shikha, we have to concentrate much on meditation because we all have a lot of trust now. The business is on one side, and of course our personal life, and we cannot move around. We are in our home, and of course, so those kind of people, in case if they wanted to, take much time for the meditation, even that is possible. See, we are very flexible. According to your situation, we will mold the things.
Yes, I have a question. So are you going to be recording these sessions? So if I missed, say, day 4, I could then go the next week and watch day 4? So you're going to record the 7 days and then we're going to be able to watch them when we want. Is that correct?
Yes, if you want, we can. We are doing it. We are recording it. If you want, we can send it, or in between. For an example, now somebody is started this coming Saturday. and after 2 days they couldn't continue. So next session started, the third day onwards you can join. There's not a problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
See, that's
Great.
what I was telling. Like, it is not at all an angle of business. No way. It is purely support. So we just want to make sure that you are taken care of, you are happy, and you are protected from corona, and also you are getting a beautiful life forever.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I have one question. Can I answer?
Yes.
I have one question from Gaminar, India. How can someone like me who is living far away from India can keep up with the food and other advices given what we don't have an access to Ayurveda products? It's a good question. Ayurveda says you don't need to be in India. Ayurveda is for everyone. It's an Indian wisdom for global health. The food style of India is different from the food style of other countries, from China. Even those who are living in Arctic region, their food is different. Ayurveda says there are 10 sattvam, satmyam, aharam, avasthaja, pradagvida. Dushyam, desham, velam, kalam, analam, prakriti, vaya. Sattvam, satmyam, aharam, avastha. That means whichever you are used to. Satmyam. If I am used to non-vegetarian food, then we have advices on which food is good, on which is the irrational combination and which is the good combinations. And if I'm a proper vegetarian, what are the advices? It's not necessarily to have Ayurvedic products. So the advices on good combination of food and avoid irrational combination of food. Even Ayurveda says, Vidya adhyasanam bhuyo bhuktasya ubari bhojanam. So you must know that ubari bhojanam means whatever you eat. If you are in a buffet, you eat nicely in the initial dishes, and after that, if you see some ice creams, then you eat ice creams. You enjoy ice cream. Then you go for a cold drink. These are all irrational. See, when we eat food, our body temperature increases to enhance our digestion. We all feel hot after eating food. Why? Because our body temperature increases the blood supply to enhance our metabolism. What would happen if you put some water into the fire? It will destroy. So similarly, immediately after having a heavy meal, if you are enjoying an ice cream or drinking cold water, from there starts the disturbance of your metabolism. Similar advices. It's not necessarily to have Indian products. Wherever you are, you can have select. Of course, we are all using same vegetables or same fish or meat. So again, I will give an example. Yogurt. We all eat yogurt, but Ayurveda says don't eat yogurt every day at night, every night. It is not good because it's heavy. But buttermilk, when you remove the butter from the yogurt, it becomes a buttermilk. You can drink buttermilk every day. Similar advices can be practical any part of the world. For my being a Keralite, through my food, I receive all the essential things for my maintenance, in the form of carbohydrates, protein, calcium, minerals, vitamins, zinc, selenium, whatever. Similarly, the person who is from US, through his food style, he's also receiving the same thing, and the metabolism is properly happening. So this knowledge and information is very much essential for every person. This is the training we are planning to give. Hope I have answered properly.
Any other questions?
One more question in chat.
Yeah.
What time would be the session start every day? Nabila Hussain asking.
See, we are like, every day we are planning to do at Indian time 7 p.m. But if there is a group of 10 or above, 10 packs or above, yeah, and yeah, if for an example, if the group is from Europe, we can conduct according to your convenience. Whether in the morning 7 will be more convenient for us, and from US according to that timing. Like, let us know like how many of you are there, when you are planning. If not, the regular time will be in a common time. It's 7 p.m. Indian time every Saturday. Any other questions?
One more question.
Yeah.
Check that.
Do you have a hotel in Kerala? No, hotel in Kerala. Just near Cochin.
From 7 days. Yes, regarding Ayurveda, we have beautiful properties in Cochin itself. Three main properties. One is in the heart of the city. Those who want to just have an experience of the city, and not far, just 3 kilometers from the city, in a beautiful riverside, we have villas, and connected to a 5-star hotel. We have separate island property, separate riverfront property with 5-star facilities. And also we have different hotels, but we have dedicated 3 facilities to provide all the treatments and Ayurveda yoga therapies combined together. Of course, you are welcome, sir. They wanted to come for 7 days before KTM. Of course, if the flights are open, you are always welcome to come. KTM, this year, we have the KTM on virtual KTM. We have only virtual KTM this year because this is postponed. Yes, of course, I can. Madhu can send the details of the hotel and Ayurveda centers.
Definitely, we'll send you the mail.
We are a team of Ayurveda doctors, yoga trainers, Ayurveda dietitians, exercise therapists, physical medicine, physiotherapists, all work, naturopathy and yoga, all working together. Yes, the question was, this year the KTM is postponed, the physical KTM is postponed, and we are conducting only virtual KTM in September due to Corona.
Any other questions? Any other questions? If you have any other questions, you can about yoga, meditation, Ayurveda, or if it's a doubt like how we are going to manage through online. Yeah, you can register we already sent the mail. You can just reply on the same so that we'll come back to you. Yoga is just reconfirm. I know what to mention. They like to sessions. Yes, of course. Like if you cannot continue for 7 days in between, if you are planning to go somewhere, you are discontinuing, then of course we can send the recording. If not, the next session you can start with the 3rd day onwards. For an example, if you are missing 3rd day, then 3rd day onwards you can join with us. There are no problems. But if you want a good result, always continue. Like attend 7 days, it'll be great. It is good. Yoga is like and of course yoga. She have shown like the light and easy yoga. But if somebody is coming with a group and they don't want to start with a very light yoga, then according to your wish we can manage. We'll change it.
Madhu, can I answer this?
Yeah, please.
So we will be doing all kinds of yoga, which is in the form of traditional asanas. What I showed you today was extremely basic for you to be able to understand. yes, it will go on to a little more intermediate level for people who will be able to do it at the intermediate level.
Yes, so I think 1 or 2 people are asking for the details of 7-day session. Of course, we will send the mail. At the same time, I'm appreciating if we can go through our Facebook and Instagram virtual retreat. Yes, yes, of course, we can. If somebody is attending, definitely. Yes, yes, of course, it is possible.
Thanks from Germany, big Bridget Decker to everyone. Nabila Hussain to everyone. Thank you. Canada. Okay. UK.
If you have any other doubts, of course you can. At the same time, we are really thankful to each and every one of you that you have taken your valuable time for us. And if whomever wanted to attend, and of course we are waiting for your confirmation letter, so that next Saturday we'll start our first session. Let us be together always, and I think 90% of you are supporting us like anything. I think there are only 1 or 2 faces are new for us. Please, if you have any more doubts, and of course you can ask us. Okay,
thank you very much.
Ms. Shikha, you can, and of course you can just have a chat with them, and like if you have something to say, you can.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all your time and taking out all this time and coming over here. Thank you so much for all of this, and I hope we've been able to contribute to you in some way.
Thank you, Ms. Shikha. Now, Doctor.
Thank you very much. And this is the wish because during Corona period, no handshake, shake hands, namaste. Then I wish you a great week ahead. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, all of you. Once again, thank you so much for your valuable time. And also, I strongly believe that you all are safe in your home, and please take care. Thank you so much.